Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Sports. Humidor shop talk. Cigars. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella, back with you on this Saturday morning, bringing you Humidor Sports and Cigars, where we talk sports the way we do it in the cigar shop, man. Check it out, man. I'm not gonna waste no time because we got a lot to talk about and go over. So I'm gonna start bringing in my panel. Hey, man, we got my man KDL 33, as Lefty call him. Where's Kevin?
What is happening? What is happening? How y'all doing? This Saturday morning, we are live in effect, baby. Let's get this sports topic going. I'm actually at the crib, man. I'm chilling. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm good. Let's get it. I'm a little tired, but let's get it.
And without due, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. My man, Lucky Lefty. What's up, man? Come on in here.
I don't care where it's 5 o'clock today. I'm drinking water. It's been a rough 2 weeks. I tell you, man, Super Bowl, man, you got to take a little time to detox after football season. Get yourself back in order, man. So, if y'all see me with a jug of water, you know what it is. I'm getting myself together, man.
Well, check it out.
Let's do it.
Last weekend, we kicked it for Drew. We did
Day drinking for the week.
Day drinking for the week. The Super Bowl with the fellas. I mean, man,
we had Tammy Mack
on Friday night. Then
we had Tim Monday. Now all y'all didn't see it, but we had Tim Monday.
Then started off every damn day up at the shop.
Pretty much.
Let's just go ahead and call it what it is.
That's true.
We had Tim Monday. Last night, TB.
So I'm gonna say this. We invite y'all to come hang out, kick it with us in the shop, talk some sports and whatever we talking about. Be very, very careful because it could change your life and your whole week.
Change your whole life.
Because it's a movie, aka a whole vibe.
It'll start off chill before you know it, the night have been and got away from you. That's just how it go in the shop.
And how many times had a night went left?
Went left. It went left last night. Yeah. I barely got a voice, but go ahead.
But I didn't see worse, but it did. It was a movie though.
I hear you, man. Normally I would have coffee in my drink, tea in my drink. This is all tea today. Made my homemade medicine ball. Forget paying Starbucks prices.
Yeah, hey man. On a serious note, man, we gotta, as we getting older, man, we do gotta take some time to take care of ourselves. So ain't nothing wrong with taking a little break and
tell y'all all the time, man. Y'all don't listen.
Try to eat a little healthier. Drink more water. Ain't nothing wrong with indulging, but it's when you overindulge when you start messing with your health, man. So PSA, man, take care of yourself.
Hold on.
Gotta air out, baby.
I'm not gonna let this pass. Did you hear him? I be trying to tell y'all, but it's about 7 happy hour spots that know your whole government name. So you walk in the door.
That's not a part of the discussion, though. As I went to one of them yesterday before I got to the shop, but that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
That's neither here nor there.
Hey, he walk in, they be like, "Hey."
That was part of the problem yesterday, but carry on.
Big Gandy, what's up? And when I say big, I'm not being facetious.
Come on, man.
So you're gonna talk about the man?
What's the rule on the show?
You gonna talk about the man like you and Shay?
Whoa.
Well, go ahead, man. Carry on.
Shots
You know,
fired.
don't them Wildcats stick together,
Yeah,
but
right.
that's
That's my
okay.
boy. Right, when you watch your mouth.
Well, you probably mad at what I put in the group the other day about your telemarketing services, so I'll give you that. That's your payback.
Yeah,
But
that
man,
was disrespectful, by the way. That was disrespectful to everybody that's working from home. But go ahead.
including my
Yandy, aka Texas fella.
Houston fella.
hey man, uh, all BS aside, man, I want to start off the show by putting some smoke in the air for the families at MSU from that shooting on campus, man, that killed 3 and wounded 5. Man, that was very sad. I mean, it stopped all motion uh, up there in Michigan. One of my coworkers, that works up that way, she's like 5 minutes from the school. They had the whole area shelter in place, on lockdown. She said she never had experienced anything like that, man, where they was knocking on the doors and, asking to search cribs, things of that matter. Man, it was crazy. So, man, want to just put some smoke in the air for, the families, the school, because that was a horrific thing
That's terrible,
in
bro.
society today.
Yeah, definitely put some smoke in there for that, man. Mental health awareness, man. We need to get back on top of that, man. The country has kind of got away from don't even not even I'm not even gonna say focus. They don't even bother with it where they should, man. We need more programs, man. It's a lot of people, especially younger people. That's the really scary part. These young folks doing it. It was actually a mall shooting in El Paso the other day too.
Yeah, another one.
Another one. So man,
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
that's really crazy, man. Um, things have just got really, 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 really bad, man. And,
Make
it
you
used to
scared.
just
Make
be,
you scared to be in a crowd. You know what I mean? It's places,
and
and it's when you think about we was younger, the mall was a safe place for us, man.
The mall was every weekend.
The mall
The
was a
mall
safe
was
haven for us, man.
yeah,
You
right,
know?
get dropped off
yeah,
at the mall, take the bus
yes,
to the mall. It
Yeah,
it is what it is. You spend the whole day there.
yeah. And thought none of it.
yeah. Worst that can
You
happen.
know,
It may be a little scuffle in there, but then you ran because you ain't want security to ban you from the mall for the next week.
The
You
worst
ain't never
thing
right,
can
want to be banned.
happen if you
Banned
end
from
up talking
the
to the
mall.
same girl that some dude, some cock strong dude was talking to.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing happening in the mall.
yeah,
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That right there, that was classic, Kev. That was
Right.
classic.
I,
But
I can't make this up.
you just used to hear about certain cities and where things might have popped off, you know, but now it's universal, man. It's all over. There is no safe place, man. So you have to keep your eyes on the swivel and watch out for
Bro,
everything that's going on.
we got kids, bro. So when you watch the news and you hear about a college campus,
Yeah.
somebody came in shooting, like that scares you because you have kids. Bro, we got kids on college campuses, right? They might not be in the dorms no more or something like that, but they're on college campuses. So somebody just come in and shoot.
Kevo, let's take it a step further. Elementary schools, high
Yeah,
schools. When was it not just the malls? When school's not a safe haven, kids
yeah.
aren't safe. Don't feel safe in school, man. That's you know that yeah, that's heartwarming, man. Like I couldn't imagine. Like I remember, I think back. You knew when we was in them gates on 111. Once we got in them gates, that was our safe haven, man.
Right,
Regardless of the neighborhood
right.
around us or what, man. When we walked through them doors of them schools, man, it was parents didn't have to worry. They knew where you were. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, man, it's
Now,
yeah, man. Prayers out, man, to the youth. Period. Shit, everybody. It's
yeah, the
crazy.
youth, it's not just the youth, but you
Hmm.
know, having kids now, it's man, it's real.
Dude, clubs, malls, schools.
Yeah,
You can't
everywhere.
stand on you can't sit
It's
on your
everywhere.
porch.
Yeah, Vernon, we was in school in Roseland,
Yeah, we was
baby.
in Roseland, 111, St. Martin de Port. Well,
All
Mendel,
right.
St. Martin, what was Southside Preps, Wendell Brooks now.
But they
All
had
of
5 names, Vernon.
Hey,
But go
hey,
ahead.
don't get him ammo up there, man. Don't get him ammo. He was waiting to say that, boy. He
them.
was waiting.
Y'all
Hey, the
threw it out
worst.
there. Y'all gave me the oop,
Ben.
baby.
Hey, Ben, the worst thing we used to worry about is getting thrown in that pond.
Facts. Facts. Lefty,
We tried
before
to
you
get
got
thrown in the
there,
pond.
We used
before
to
you
come
got
down
there
to
when it was
111th and
Mendel,
King Drive and ball, and people used to be ready to fight us. Ron
Yeah.
Mayfield, if you're watching, tell me I'm lying.
listen, you know, Sekou. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Sekou, sorry to put you out there like that, man. We love you, but he went in the pond freshman year, baby. I
Yeah.
mean, when I say he went in the pond, remember how the daddy threw Jazz out on the Fresh Prince all the time? That's how you went in the pond,
Uh,
bro. Hey, but I'm just saying, man, good times back then, man. Now it's kind of crazy out there, crazy out there. But just like we said, we fellas celebrated the Super Bowl last weekend, man. So let's recap the Super Bowl, man. Tell me how you really feel. Because Chiefs defeated the Eagles 38-35, right? You had I gotta say you had two great performances by the QBs. Mahomes was 21 for 27, bro. He only had 183 yards, but he had three TDs. I
Yeah.
mean, he, he played like an MVP, bro. But Hurts gave it everything, man. He was 27 for 38, 304. He had one passing TD and three rushing TDs, man. I mean, Jesus. When
You
you
about to
ask for
get
a game,
45
you
million a
got a
year.
game.
My
You
man.
got a game. But let's talk about it, man. What was your thoughts on the game, KDL?
I thought that the Chiefs had 2 weeks to prepare, and it goes by the old saying. Give Andy Reid 2 weeks, he's going to figure out. That's what he did. That vaunted defense that we heard so much about, that defense that's everybody got double-digit sacks. They didn't get not one sack on a man with one leg. Not one. So that vaunted defense, right? Supposed to shut them down. Philly's run game. Here's where Philly tripped. They tried to reinvent the wheel. Jalen Hurts balled out. We said it at the table. I have no problem with Jalen Hurts. He ain't scared. He didn't play in a big game all his life. We didn't fear Jalen Hurts. Everybody else. How you don't get a ball to Miles Sanders? Where was he at? That man was a big part of the year. You ain't get that man the ball on the biggest stage. AJ Brown, the other wide receiver from
Devontae.
Alabama, Devontae, yeah, right. You
Well,
had
he
this
was
vaunted
balling out,
offense.
Kev. You got to
Now,
give it to him. They was doubling up AJ Brown, so he made some hellified catches, boy.
okay, I would ask you again, where was Miles Sanders?
Yeah, I'll
But
give you that one.
but okay, Philly scored 35 points. Like it wasn't like they didn't score. She gave up 38.
yeah, it was 28 in the first half, boy.
But your defense was
They
supposed to be
scored
all that.
everything.
Your defense was supposed to be all that. What was it? What was this vaunted defense? And here's what's messed up. In the next 2 weeks, they could literally lose half their squad. Literally. Because they gotta pay Jalen Hurts. They're gonna do that. And they might keep one or two. They got a lot of big name free agents on that squad, dog. They can't keep all of them. So
Total of
they
nine.
went all in and lost.
Total of nine. And if you take away Jalen Hurts and Kelsey, everybody else is on the defense.
Bro, they're gonna pay that. I forgot the rush dude, the defensive end, whatever.
The Graham.
Huggle. I bet you they keep him and they pay Jalen. Everybody else, hey dog, you want a little team friendly deal or something? Hey, James Bradbury, come on home, baby.
Lefty,
Never should have
what's
let
your
you go.
thought? Well, before you go, Lefty, Armando, what's up, my man? Thanks for tuning in as always. He said the slick field had to do with a lack of the pass rush.
No, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Not
Well,
one time did you get back there on the slick field. Not one time.
yeah. Well,
And
they were.
everybody had double-digit sacks this year. No, I can't ride with that.
They've been breaking it down all week, especially Colin Cowherd on Fox. That when the Eagles did face like top rated offenses or the big time quarterbacks, that they weren't as dominant, and it definitely showed. You look in within the division. No disrespect to the Giants, but that's not a big time offense. The Commanders, we know the struggles they had all year. Dallas, one of those games was with Cooper Rush was quarterback in that game. They ran up on San Fran and took out their third string quarterback, knocked them all the way down to Christian McCaffrey. So, and they kind of ran the numbers of when the Eagles did face big time quarterbacks. So Patrick Mahomes is that dude, man, when it come down to it. I mean,
but you don't get to him at all, bro.
But I mean, so some of that we could say the line play, because KC's line was very good this year.
They showed up.
But Mahomes is enough. Mahomes can escape. He knows how to step up in the pocket. I mean, this dude, I think when it's all said and done, we looking at that GOAT title that Brady's holding right now may be in jeopardy. That's real stuff.
So you can't sack a dude on one leg.
This dude is that good. He's that good.
We're gonna get into that, Lefty. I'm gonna let you get your argument on.
You can't sack a dude with one leg.
No. I'm not saying he's the GOAT. Wait.
Not one.
No.
Listen,
what I'm saying is we're gonna talk about that in about 5 minutes.
Right. I'm just saying, as far as but when you get, you lose your top receiver, I mean, and still be able to do what he did. And like you said, Kevo, great point with giving Andy Reid 2 weeks to dissect and break it down. I mean, you look at that one touchdown pass where it was like dude was wide open.
Wide open.
That comes from film study. They know the Eagles like to kind of over pursue, caught them off guard. I mean, that's just great coaching. So man, give Andy Reid his props too.
He had 2 of them that was wide open.
Yeah, 2 of them wide open. But overall, it was a great game, and it was what I expected. I mean, that's all you can really say. Jalen Hurts did his thing, man. He can't take nothing away from nobody.
Jalen Hurts showed up.
Yeah, he can't take nothing away from him.
Can't take nothing. Jalen Hurts showed up.
But
showed out.
But sometimes you just had that one player or that one coach that's just hands above everybody else. Now, as far as the call, I don't agree with people saying that the call cost the game. It was a hold. Now, should they have called it? If you want to question that, yes or no. But it wasn't like a ghost penalty. He did it, and he even admitted he did it. He got called.
When they showed it in slow motion.
But if y'all remember, because they've been like you said, Ben, they've been breaking it down. He did it early in the game, and they didn't call it.
And got away with it, right?
He got away with it. Come 2 minutes left of the game, they called it.
Look,
but by the letter of the law, was it a hold or was it a hold? Because let's flip the script. Let's say they didn't call it and Mahomes fumbled.
Right.
Chiefs fans would have said, well, that was a pass interference. They didn't call it. Right? So we can't have it both ways. Right. We can't say a ref didn't make the call. And then when he made the call, well, he should have just swallowed his whistle. We can't have it both ways.
Right, can't have that, because we've been on the refs all year long.
All year.
But at the end of the day, anybody who's ever played football, I tell you, it's a holding on every play.
Yeah, every
play. It's just a matter of you get away with it, the refs let it slide. Like it's part of the game. But I guess that at that point in the game, you do kind of. You probably, I would have preferred to see him swallow the whistle on that, but I can't say it wasn't a call. That was the choice he made. So,
the player admitted it was a call.
Yeah, great game. Hey, Philly fans, you ain't got nothing to hold your head down about. Great season. Look like you got something built for a nice little long haul, man. So let's keep it going. Can't wait to.
Okay, now, Lefty, let's talk about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Colts hired Eagles OC. Cards, how the Eagles DC. Kev, you mentioned it earlier. You got to pay Jalen Hurts.
Facts.
You can't pay everybody. And we all know what happens when people go to the Super Bowl or whatever. Now teams are ready to throw bags of money at them. This is football. You one hit away from being gone. So sometimes you just got to go and chase that money. You might want to stay together, but when that money come calling, you got families and
especially
all
in
of that.
football.
In
Especially.
football, you got to go.
Football can change in 1 year.
So can they keep a core together to get them back?
I
That's
don't
going to be
see it.
hard for them because you already see that the organization is being picked apart.
What if Kelsey be like, you know what? No, I need my money. I've been here long enough. I need my money.
He's the center. He's the main cog
He the
on
key
that
right
O
now.
line.
Okay.
He the key,
He's a free
and
agent.
he a free agent. Remember,
Yeah.
Kev, I said there's 8 or 9 of them. He's one of them.
He has
Black
to be a
Cigars.
priority. He's a priority. He's not going nowhere.
Okay. So you keep Kelsey. You pay Jalen Hurts. You better keep Hargrove.
Here's the thing. You got to remember, Jalen Hurts. They can extend him. He's still under his rookie deal,
He
so
Yeah.
they
is.
don't have to.
He is.
So that they don't blow their cap up next year. So they can pay Kelsey and they can pay a few guys. Now the year after that, I think in 2 years, I think Jalen. That's when it'll kick in.
So
So
you
they
lock
got
him up now. You
yeah,
lock him up
you
now
would-
because in 2
not
years
I'm talking
the
about when it becomes
market
a
is
cap
going to
hit.
go up.
I know, but I'm talking about when it becomes a cap hit. So even if you extend them, it's not going to affect you for a year or so. The same way with Mahomes, how they paid him, it didn't kick in right away.
Mahomes
So
restructured his contract though.
they
He
restructured
signed that big deal, and then he kind of restructured to let other people
Right.
get paid.
So Lefty, I see you coming at it from a business standpoint, and I
Yeah.
get it, totally understand it, get it. But now this is your quarterback, took you to the Super Bowl. Do you want to keep him happy and give him an extension?
You
So
better pay
now
him now, dog.
everybody in the locker room is happy, but now he is on his rookie deal. So we're not gonna pay you this year. Remember, this is football.
Well, no, all they can do
Snap
is
the
extend
finger,
them, though. They
it's over.
can't just cancel his contract. They can extend them, but they
Right. They
wouldn't kick
extend
in
them.
until after the rookie deal's over. I'm saying they still got cap room to play with because, like, even if say they sign the $45 million a year, that doesn't really hit them until in like a year.
Right.
Like, they still got
Right.
next year to play with money, so they good.
I got
So
you. They
you
can sign
saying
the
extend him,
extension.
don't give him a brand new contract? Is that
Right,
what
it's
you're
an
saying?
extension. No. When you say you extending the contract, but you still got to live out the first one. You're just
Right.
extending it. So he's still
Right.
under that rookie.
He coming
deal
up on
next
his
year.
last year, though. He coming up on his last year of his
You
his
gonna
contract.
play? He gonna play
Right,
that
4 years.
contract out, and then it rolls right into the next one. Is what you're saying?
Now, from a business side, would it be smart for him maybe to wait and kind of reset the market next year because it's going to go up? So say he go for 45, he get an extension for 45, and then next year Lamar or somebody whoever.
Lamar and Joe Burrow is
Joe
going
Burrow.
to reset the market.
Okay,
Remember
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. Say Jalen agreed to 45 this year on an extension. What if Joe Cool get 55 million?
But you know that he's going to get
Right, that's
He
what I'm
gonna
saying.
get
So
60.
you got to kind of play with that a little bit. Like,
Lamar is going to
let me
get it.
see. Yeah,
Like they're
let me
going to,
see.
bro, Joe Burrow, Herbert, all these cats that's coming up,
Yeah,
Lamar.
they coming up.
We
Right.
can talk all that about Lamar if you want. They're going to reset the market. So what if Jalen say, you know what? I ain't signing nothing, dog. I'm going to just play this last year out.
Right.
Right? Even though he
Yeah,
coming
so
off the Super Bowl.
So
Gonna play
read
this
the
last
comment
year.
at the bottom. That's what he said next year. So he's under contract for this year. So the extension, the money wouldn't like affect the cap until 24. So they can extend them, but he's still under that.
Right.
He still got to play out this
No,
last
he
year.
don't have to extend this year if he don't want to.
He don't have
right?
to
He can
extend.
play he can
Right.
play it out.
Play it out and then go into see what the market is and then go in and negotiate from that point. Like, okay, Joe Cool getting this.
Right.
I need at least the same thing or more. You know what I mean? So that's how you
Now,
look at it.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask y'all, man. How did y'all feel about the Super Bowl? Lefty, how did you feel about Riri and her baby bump?
So without sounding sexist, right? I'm gonna try not to sound sexist. I
We'll
actually
say
was
started
looking
off by
forward.
saying no disrespect.
Yeah, I know. So it's gonna probably come out wrong, but
That's what he did.
find me later. I was looking forward to a little sexy outfit and seeing Riri do some little freaky dances and moves or something like just appropriate enough for TV, but a little inappropriate, like PG-13. I
A
was looking
little
forward.
raunchy. A little raunchy.
Just a little raunchy. That's what I was looking forward to. I'm not a huge fan of Rihanna's music. She's a beautiful girl. I mean, not saying she's not talented, just not for me. So, I mean, overall, the performance was good. I didn't watch a bunch of dudes dance, didn't do nothing for me, but it was cool overall performance. What's her name? The actress who sung the Black Anthem. She did a great job. That Super
Cheryl.
Bowl is always a big. It's a big overblown show. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it didn't nothing stand out like that. I don't think none of the performances are gonna go down as one of the tops in history as Super Bowls, but overall, they were pretty good.
And man, the girl,
Yeah.
for those of you that has complaints, the girl was pregnant, man. What y'all want her to do? She tried to hide it and couldn't.
And
Right?
she was 30 feet in the air.
Well, that too. She couldn't do a lot of, like the money say, a lot of sexy stuff. She was pregnant.
But didn't Jay-Z and them notice when they signed her to the Super Bowl? Because she looked at least 5-6 months. So
she still gave a hell of a performance for being pregnant, number one. Yeah. Number two, y'all forgot how many hits Rihanna had. She was letting them ride.
Yeah.
Like you forgot. Like, oh damn, that was Rihanna.
Well, the reason you forgot because she ain't had an album in 5 years.
She ain't did nothing.
Golden line been ringing off, so she just been chilling.
She been chilling.
Well, she been doing more than chilling because she clearly didn't wait 6 weeks to get knocked up because she knocked up.
That knocked up again. But hey, man, she want another baby, man. Hey, let the girl
wait for 6 weeks.
Where's the lie in that?
Right.
There's none.
She was busy.
A$AP Rocky's pullout game
making music. She wasn't busy making music.
She living off them royalties, baby.
5 months ago, I thought I heard about a story of some guy shooting the club up. Now I know it was.
So y'all gonna talk about A$AP Rocky's pullout game, huh?
Hey,
I'm gonna talk about his weight gain because he ain't even wait 6 weeks. He ain't let the girl heal. Come on, fam. Give her a minute.
Give her a minute.
Back into it.
Come on, man.
But no, overall, man, the Super Bowl.
Don't blame him. Hell, that's Rihanna.
Yeah, it was not. I'll just say it was nothing special, but it was good. It was cool. That's all I can really say about it.
Now, I'm sure you guys gonna agree with me, but I want to give a SmokeFella's finger for a certain Super Bowl commercial by Tubi. It had everybody across the world thinking somebody sat on the remote, changed the channel. I mean, the deck almost went up in a cigar shop. Man, dude, that commercial, everybody's like, what the heck? Come on. Tubi. Best commercial of the whole Super Bowl. I don't care what nobody say because it had over 5 billion people go nuts at the same time.
I'm not gonna tell you I remember it because I was drinking. But I kind of remember what you said.
Yeah, I think, hey Kevin, I think by then we was on the second half calendar.
Yeah,
I think we was probably on that second one by then.
We going by then.
No, bro, the cigar shop. Everybody looked at Ronnie like, "What you doing with the remote?" Yeah, dude, everybody, the ladies, everybody was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And it was a freaking commercial.
Yeah,
that's
man,
all
you know
I
what? The commercial's not the same, man. Since they let everybody kind of like they remember used to be more beer commercials and movie trailers.
I miss my Budweiser frogs.
Yeah, I miss the Budweiser.
Yeah. I miss my frogs, baby.
The genuine draft, all that. You know, that Coors Bud thing was kind of dope, but other than that, no commercial stood out, man. To me, like that Tubi one, it wasn't. I don't know. It's just not the same. It's not the
It
same.
wasn't
No,
my, it
it
wasn't
ain't
my
the same.
Budweiser Frogs. I miss my
It
Budweiser Frogs, baby.
it wasn't Michael Jackson doing the
Mm-hmm.
moonwalk in the middle of the street. You know, it wasn't that.
Coca-Cola, Pepsi commercials, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it wasn't them.
Anheuser-Busch with the horses.
What's up?
That's all them commercials, man.
Hey, Gandhi, go back in. It's all over social media, dog. You can find it anywhere, man. But that Tubi commercial, yeah,
Hey,
had five
Hey
billion
Gandy,
people out of
Gandy,
their
we was
mind.
on our second half gallon. We went to a half gallon just for pregame
as
for
a
the anthem.
frequent
Right.
watcher of Tubi movies, I approve of the commercial. I love it. You can see
Hey,
every good
Sean,
movie in the
Maya
world.
was at the table with the half gallons.
Yeah, I love to.
She was there. She was there. She was there. So it was.
I don't know how much she put in her cup, but she sure got a dance on later on.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, she did. She did. Shout out to Maya.
Right. So she came
Way
and
to
kicked
kick it
it
with
with
us.
us. But you know what, man? I told you I was gonna let you talk about Patrick Mahomes. We finna go in the box. It's one of those days. The box.
Okay, people, you know what time it is. It's time to go in the box. Brought to you by Humidor Sports and Cigars. Oh yeah, and we're sponsored by Clouds of Smoke Cigars. Let's get it.
All right. So we in the box, man. We in the box. We in the box. And I call this the debate has begun. Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady. The comparisons have been flying all over sports and social media outlets, man, saying that, oh, when Tom was this age, Pat was better. He's better than him. He's gonna be in Hall of Fame. He's gonna beat all his records. I mean, it started to it was just in this week after the Super Bowl. It's almost in comparison to the LeBron Jordan thing. It's been
Let's
crazy. So Lefty,
not do this, man.
let's go.
So I'm not gonna take it to the LeBron Jordan because that was like LeBron had a lot of longevity. I mean, he played a lot longer before that started. But so a few broadcasters made a great point, right? After the Bulls' first three-peat, people were saying Jordan was the greatest ever, right? So this was before six. He started getting his flowers way before. So I'm looking at Mahomes in the same sense, and I don't think it's out of reach to say that this dude is one of the greatest you've ever seen. Like he's that good, and he's definitely earned it. He got the numbers, 2 Super Bowl rings in what 3-4 years, and what I done 4 years now. But I mean, his winning record. We got 2 MVPs, I think, 2 NFL, 2 league MVPs. Dude, where he's headed, it's definitely a conversation. Now, you can't go say he's better than Brady because he hasn't accomplished everything Brady has. But the eye test and what he's done so far to this point, and the Chiefs looks like they about to be the next dynasty. If they're not already a dynasty, you got to give it to him, man. You got to put him in there. I'm not gonna say he's better, but that dude, and I wouldn't be shocked in a couple of years if that GOAT title don't change hands.
If
I'll
you
leave
want to say where he's headed, that's a different conversation. If you want to compare his first 6 years to Tom Brady's first 6 years, no argument. The man had played in 5 straight AFC championships. Not only that, at home.
Right.
The man had played in 3 Super Bowls and won 2 of them. The man got 2 league MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, right? So if you want to compare the first 6 years, got me, no argument, got you. But let's stop moving people out the way and putting this dude on Rushmore, Mount Rushmore. Now, if you want to say what he's headed to, got you. Let's see. Like you said, he might be headed for a couple more Super Bowls, at least a couple more appearances. All that's fair. But we can't. So you can move people out the way because LeBron done been in the league 20 years. His longevity and by the end, but by the time he's done, his numbers gonna speak volumes.
The
right?
records, everything, yeah.
The records, everything. He's gonna be top this, top this, top this. So now you can move people out the Mount Rushmore for him. You cannot remove people out the Mount Rushmore for Patrick Mahomes yet. See, people want to dismiss Joe Montana. Man, never lost a Super Bowl. Ever. When he showed up, his teams won. Mahomes has lost a Super Bowl. So we got to take everything in effect. We can't be in the moment. He's the greatest ever. Right? We got to step out the moment for a minute. Because a lot of people are removing Joe Montana. There are certain people removing Dan Marino. And I watched Dan Marino. That's one of the baddest quarterbacks I've ever seen in life.
He's the best I've ever seen play the ball.
Does he have a ring? No.
Right.
So now we juggling the Rushmore. We juggling it now because of Mahomes. I don't think that's right. Yeah.
But Kevo, can you say you can maybe start sculpting the little head for Mahomes? You can probably get ready to put him up there.
Yeah, but we could go off trajectory and say, okay, if this dude gets another MVP, he start right now in a 6-year span, he a bad boy. Right? 6-year span. Bad boy. Well, no one in their first 6 years has ever done what this dude did in his first 6 years.
Well, okay, since this in the box, let me make this argument. Because it seems like now that we've gotten older, like we sound a lot like our fathers and uncles, you know, back in the day. Like, it's nothing wrong with appreciating the now. Like, Kev, you always say we in the moment. But we don't, it seems like we're not appreciating the greatness while it's happening. We get more, we appreciate, like we keep, like to me, every time, anything LeBron does, everybody brings up Mike, right? Anything Mahomes does, everybody brings up Brady. Like these guys are in the now. You're witnessing greatness. So I don't think it's living in the now. I think we're enjoying the moment. Like taking the moment of what you're actually witnessing. Patrick Mahomes
we shuffling the Rushmore now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not just enjoying it. We're shuffling the Rushmore. The Mount Rushmore. We're shuffling it.
Let me come back at you, Lefty.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come back at you. So I get what you're saying. Enjoy the moment. But I'm gonna give you this but because what MJ did, what Brady did, we enjoyed that in the moment because nobody was doing it like they were doing it. Now you got individuals that's coming behind them that are doing similar things. So now it's hard. You can't appreciate it as the one-off. You can't.
Yeah,
because it's been done, and you say, okay, he's doing it. Let's see how long he's going to do it if he's going to get to that level. LeBron, when he was doing it, it was like, oh, but now that he's done it for 20 years, now that conversation is a lot different. Because when Mike did it, when Tom did it, nobody before them was doing it like that.
LeBron got an argument because of length of career. We got a whole career with him. So even if he falls off the cliff tomorrow, we got 20 years in the books for him. And he got records.
But this
so I can make that argument.
But what I'm looking
6 years in, bro. Hold on.
But what I'm looking at is what this young man is doing now. What's wrong with giving him his flowers? Like, to me, like giving him his flowers is not disrespecting none of the greats that ever played the game.
No, you're right.
It's the moment now. Like, what Mahomes? It's his 5th year. Is this Mahomes' 5th year?
6.
I think it's his 6th year.
6.
5. He had 5 as a starter. 1 year he sat. Remember?
He sat
at 5. He sat a year. So this is his 6th year.
Yeah. So what we're watching in these first 5 years is amazing. And I don't think nothing's wrong with people putting them up there and say this is one of the greatest I've ever seen do it. Or if they want to say the greatest. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. We tend to wait until they retired, or like in Kobe's case, he passes away, to really like appreciate. It's not like, what's wrong with giving him his flowers right now? That's a bad boy, man. I done seen a lot of quarterbacks. I've been watching football a long time. And
Nobody's denying that.
Mahomes is in my top 5.
No one is saying don't give him his flowers now. He a bad boy. You're right. What I'm saying is, after that Super Bowl, people start shuffling the Mount Rushmores of quarterbacks because of him.
I think you can.
I'm gonna move him out the way. I'm gonna put him in.
But wait a minute.
Wait a
minute. Start shuffling.
There's a lot of people that took Joe. Here's the issue I have. There's a lot of people that took Joe Montana. Took Joe Montana off that board and put that boy in. That's disrespectful. That's my opinion.
I don't think that's disrespectful.
That's
disrespecting Joe Montana.
Bro, Joe Montana went to the Super Bowl 4 times and never lost.
And Joe Montana played with like 25 Hall of Famers too.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Come on now.
Doesn't matter.
See,
it doesn't matter.
That's the problem when you start trying to peel back the onion and say who he played with and who he didn't play with. Come on, we got to stop.
We can't do that.
Well,
if you take Travis Kelce off the team, KC don't win like that.
Wait a minute, hold on. That's the LeBron.
Let's not do that.
Wait a minute.
Don't do that.
Wait. That's the LeBron argument that he's played with all these stars and these superstars, and who played with this and who played with that, and how many All-Stars, how many Hall of Famers they playing with, right? That's always the argument against LeBron. But when you put it on somebody else, it's different. Dwight Clark, Jerry Rice, Roger Craig. Look at the guys on defense Montana won with. I'm personally not taking nothing from Joe Montana, but I'm saying, look, name that team Patrick Mahomes just won the Super Bowl with. Name somebody outside of Mahomes, rookie running back. Juju Schuster-Smith, who was a throwaway from Pittsburgh. Like the
difference is, you want to know the difference in what you just said? Here's the difference. The difference is we can't get mad at San Francisco's GM for putting a damn team together.
No one's mad at it.
But we can get mad at LeBron for putting his own teams together.
He ain't the GM.
That's the difference.
You don't have to listen to they don't listen to him.
You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie.
Okay. Yeah, okay. It just happens everywhere he goes. But okay.
You're a damn lie if you believe that one.
Look, Jerry Cross didn't listen to Mike.
No, he didn't. No, you're right about that. He did.
That was one of the greatest GMs ever. That was one of the greatest GMs ever.
Did.
Exactly. He did. So when you start
everybody listen to LeBron.
But when you start talking about, like, take away the team, individual players, like individually, we saw Montana, you seen Mahomes. You telling me you would not take Mahomes over Montana? Just not looking at the championships and none of that. What you see Mahomes doing and Joe Montana, you telling me you wouldn't take Patrick Mahomes?
There is a different game going on now than it was back when Joe Montana played. So we can't compare eras. And now you're going to say, you caught in the era. You caught in the moment. You caught in the moment. Because Joe Montana played in an era where you can hit the quarterback. You can't hit Mahomes or you get thrown out the damn game. There is a different game going on now than what was going on when Joe Montana played. That's facts.
So you telling me
now we can look at it different if you want. That's
so what you're telling me is Montana has a better arm than Patrick Mahomes?
You didn't hear that come out of my mouth.
Nah,
what I said there is a different game going on now than when Joe Montana played. Joe Montana can get his head cut off and would have expected to get up and throw the ball.
I'm not talking about
Mahomes. You can't even push this dude.
Listen,
without getting a rough in the pass.
Hear me out.
Stop.
Comparable.
I'm not talking about
comparable.
Listen, no. I'm not talking about the rules. I'm not talking about the errors.
But you got to, though.
Listen.
You got to.
No, you don't. I'm talking about look from a pure individual, like his skill set. From an individual, his skill set.
Of course, the 2023 quarterback got a different skill set than the 1980 quarterback. Of course.
So
that's not an argument. It's no different than today's NBA player.
That's the skill. We talking skill set, right?
So, Lefty, who's more accurate?
Can't do that, dog.
Joe is.
So I'll give the edge to Joe.
He can put a needle. He can put a football through a needle hole.
I'll get the edge to Joe accuracy.
If you want to go accurate, Aaron Rodgers is accurate.
Escapability, arm talent. I think personally, I'm glad you brought that up. I think from a skill set, Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady. Skill set.
Agree.
Right?
Agree.
So that's what I'm saying with the Mahomes Brady with Mahomes and Montana argument. Strictly skill set.
You can't compare a dude that's playing in 2023 skill set than a dude that's playing in 1980. You can't do that. The game is evolved. The game is different.
So then let's stop talking about GOAT.
The modern athlete, of course,
comparisons.
So we can't do that. When you watch dude play,
football intelligence is going to go to Joe.
What's going to go to Joe?
Football intelligence. It's going to go to Joe.
I don't know.
Joe.
How
many times that pocket was collapsing?
Mahomes
be wild. Exactly when to step up into that pocket and make the throw.
I want.
How he saw the field.
Sean
he saw the field. Come on, man.
I want to hear from Sean.
Mahomes be wilding, bro. He just gets away with it because of their offense.
Hey,
Joe Montana never wild out like Mahomes do.
Look, so was Montana maybe a better system quarterback because Mahomes can do it from the pocket, he can do it on the move, he can scramble like the dude can do it all, man. I ain't
Joe
seen a throw that boy can't
make. The same way in Kansas City, so let's not say it's a system.
I ain't seen a throw that boy can't make. Not a throw on the run,
no doubt.
In the pocket, nothing. I ain't
look, man, I'm not going off of Mahomes. What I'm saying is, it's unfair to compare a 2023 quarterback to a dude that played in the 80s with different rules. He can get his head cut off.
You mess with me, man, when you trying to throw in errors. Because if that's the case, the GOAT, we shouldn't even be discussing that.
Right. It should never be a GOAT conversation.
Right. It should never.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
All this then started to the Mike LeBron stuff. Now every sport want to know who to go to, who better than who. So if we're gonna do it, let's be fair about it, and let's look at strictly individual skill set. The eye test, not the accomplishment.
I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that because you're comparing the 2023 skill set to a dude in the 80s. I still don't understand how LeBron jumped Kobe, and all of a sudden we had LeBron and Jordan. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, you can't compare the modern athlete to a dude that played in the 80s. You can't do that. Because, of course, the modern athlete is going to have a better skill set.
We know
that.
We put Mike over Kareem, and we put Mike over Kareem real fast.
Well,
why are you talking about
argument? I'm not.
That was the GOAT conversation.
That's not my basis for the GOAT argument. Because there's some cats that was balling back in the day that could ball right now. So it is what it is.
I agree with that.
It is what it is. And that's in all sports.
Like if you ask me, Marino was better than Elway, Brady, Rodgers, all them cats. Arm talent wise, Marino was the dude. He just don't have the accolades as far as Super Bowls and things like that, which is a team accomplishment, by the way. But I'm talking about skill set. What I saw Dan Marino do to the 85 Bears defense, the best defense ever, he chopped them boys up. Now Marino never had a great team.
Give it up for the assistants that was well scouted.
Yeah, Marino never had a great team. But
you can call it well scouted. You can call it whatever you want.
Well scouted. They picked the Bears apart. I remember that.
Shredded them.
That was a Monday night game, right?
Yep.
And when I tell you,
I remember that.
It was a billion people that mouth was like left wide open from that game.
Yeah.
They picked the Bears
Unbelievable.
Apart. Yeah.
I want to go on a limb and say,
following week, people thought they had the blueprint. Bears came back the following week and dominated again. Damn, that pitched a shutout if I remember correctly. But I'm saying, like, it's those type of performances, the individual thing. When we start talking about who's better, let's take away all the records and the team and who was around them. Individual skill set. That's all I'm talking about. Mahomes a bad boy.
Bro,
You're a bad
of
boy.
course.
He's
Of
a
course.
bad boy, man.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes is going to have a better skill set than Joe Montana. That's not an argument.
Okay. So let's do the skill
But your
test.
eyeball test going to tell you.
Let's do the test. Skill set, athleticism, clutch.
That's unfair. It's not fair. Of course, Patrick Mahomes' athleticism is better than Joe Montana. That's not fair.
That's the only one he got.
Not fair, bro.
That's the only one he got. Okay? You can say his athleticism.
You don't think Mahomes is clutch?
Now, clutch, I'll say they're tied. I'll say they tied.
Okay, yeah. I'm about to say now, don't say that like Mahomes ain't clutch.
Right. I'm going to say that they tied on that one.
Right.
So I give it a 1-1 wash. 1-1 wash.
Well, what was the skill set, clutch, and what? Okay, skill set.
Yeah,
skill set.
I think Mahomes has a better skill set than Joe Montana.
I'm going with Joe.
Really?
This is me.
Yes.
This is me, and this is my opinion.
Mahomes be wilding, bro. It just
skill set goes to Joe. Athleticism goes to Mahomes. And then clutch is a tie.
Okay, so it's a draw. We call it a draw.
It's a draw. Right. So watch this. If it's a draw, how do we remove Joe off the list and put Mahomes up there after 6 years?
I was just using Joe. I ain't saying remove.
No, a lot of people did that. Remember, we was talking to Mount Rushmore, and people was like, man, I got to put Mahomes in there now, man. He got 2 Super Bowls. Why you do that? After 6 years? Joe Montana never lost a Super Bowl he appeared in.
Okay, Jen, so name your Mount Rushmore. Your top 4 quarterbacks.
Well, Joe was on them.
Okay. Who else? I'm pretty sure Brady on there. Pretty sure Brady on there, right?
Brady's on there. Obviously, Brady's on there. Brady, Montana. For my eyes, I'm putting Marino on it. I don't care about rings. I can't. 4. I got to put. I want to put Elway. I really want to put Elway. No, Mahomes is up there. He ain't top 4 to me. Like I can't do that. So hold on. Montana, Brady, Marino,
and Elway, right? That's what you said. That was yours?
I'll say Elway. Elway.
Good Mount Rushmore.
From what I've seen.
You get no argument with me with that Mount Rushmore. But I can say if you want to, I think it is a debate where you could maybe replace Mahomes with for Elway or Marino. Probably anybody but Brady.
Because of rings?
Probably anybody but Brady. And the only reason you can't take Brady down is because of the rings. Mahomes have an argument. I think you could slot Mahomes in there any way, whatever order you want to put it in, and I don't think it's a bad argument. I just don't think it's a bad argument.
But you got to take someone off.
Right.
Yeah.
But the difference is we've seen their whole careers. We ain't seen how Mahomes' career going to end up.
That's true.
Well,
now he a bad boy after 6 years. Now, I give you that, no doubt.
So
no argument.
His trajectory says he's going to be there.
I hope he keeps going on an upward. But you know, how many times have we or fans start to crown somebody, and then next thing you know, the fall off is just uncanny.
Well, usually it's injuries. Usually it's injury.
Something like that will change it.
Yeah. So you know, then that debate, it just gets swept under the rug, and you never hear it again.
Right.
That's true. What I'm saying? You know, you look at. I'll just give you an example of a couple of players. Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, them cats. People was talking about them being the next faces of the leagues.
They were on their way though. Grant Hill was definitely on his way.
Boom! It was over in the blink of an eye.
Man, remember Nike got behind Penny, Little Penny, all
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Nike was
that was
behind Penny.
amazing. That was amazing marketing.
Penny was on his way, but not like Grant Hill. Grant Hill was about to be that dude. Like he was.
Yeah. So
Shout out to Illinois that's balling Indiana right now. But go ahead.
oh yeah. It's a highlight reel. It's a highlight reel right now. They going to the rack on them.
They try to get in the tournament.
ESPN NFL power rankings for next season are already dropped. I think it's a little premature, but you know, no question about the Chiefs because they're gonna bring in some receivers. You know that because some people want to play there. They want to go there, right? The Eagles, after the OC and DC left, it's hard for me to have them number 2. It is. That's just
You
me.
can't have them number 2. They about to lose damn near half the squad.
You know,
They can't do that.
they got the 49ers until they figure out what they're doing at quarterback. I mean, they got an explosive offense, hella fast coach.
They got a squad.
That
But
that
I will say that
QB,
they lost
that's a
their
question
defensive
mark.
coordinator, man.
Yeah, and that
Huge.
dude was good.
That dude was good.
That
So
dude
that's
was good.
huge. Now they still got the players. But they lost that dude. Let's see how they react.
Best scheme.
They got the Bengals at number 4. They got the
That's
Bills
fair.
at number 5. They got the Cowboys at number 6. Then they got the Chargers, then Dolphins.
You really can't make no argument for that. They just basing it off what happened this last season. Like you said, it's premature. You know, you haven't had a draft, you haven't had free agency.
You don't know.
Yeah, you just and every year a team goes from worst to first. So it's still a wait and see. You really can't argue with that post Super Bowl ranking right now. Now let's see after the ranking after free agency and the draft, and then we can kind of debate. We can start debating then after we see what teams do.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna hold this ranking, and then once they reshuffle it, we're gonna compare it and see what it looked like after the dust.
Yeah, pretty much.
After the dust clears. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get into some of that kind of town, Sean. You know, let's talk Bears and Bulls. Let's go. Let's get it.
Oh
For
my
what?
God, Kev finna go crazy.
For what?
Always.
I'm gonna leave the Bears.
Is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago is.
All right, baby. Like we said, my kind of town, and it's time to talk about the Bears. I mean, you know, the draft rumors and discussions been all over the place, but the one thing that's been, you know, crazy is this trade Justin Fields and draft Bryce Young thing. I mean, it's been bananas, man.
The thing,
It's
bro. I
like
tried to tell y'all.
I'm
It's the
like
thing.
I'm grabbing my head like, are we serious? Are we really talking about this?
Yes.
And I mean, and okay, I get it if this was just a social media, you know, Instagram and things like that. These these analysts
If Colin
on
Cowherd
Fox
talks
and
about it being as real.
ESPN and all these, you know, it's like the well-known players that's on these podcasts and all that, they are saying it. Now,
Right.
I will give some love to Herm Edwards. Herm was like, y'all crazy. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
What's up, Sean? Come on in on this, man. So, I mean, what's really going on, man?
I
What
told
is really
y'all
going on?
well, go ahead, Sean. I go. Go ahead, Sean.
Let you kick it off, Sean.
That talk is nonsense. Okay. It's going to happen. You're always going to get people who want the clicks. You're always going to get people who want. It's a click industry now. All right. You got to read an article. You got to do this. You always have someone who's going to say that. They're not going to do that for a couple of reasons. One, and here, one. All right. You're not going to do that because look at every quarterback who's been in the system for the same system for 2 years. Okay, we'll start with your boy Mahomes. All right, Mahomes is what happened his second year in the system. Now, mind you, he didn't play very much his first year in the system because he was behind Alex Smith. But what happened his second year in the system? All right, 50 touchdowns. Okay, 50 touchdowns. Did he win the MVP if I'm not mistaken? Won the Super Bowl the next year. There's consistency. All right. This is what everyone's waiting for Justin Fields to do. Look what happened to Jalen Hurts. All right, we talked about it before during the season. They had when they did a piece on him, Philly was like 7 or 8-0 at the time. And the first thing out of his mouth that they said was, "This is the first time I have had the same play caller for 2 years since my dad when I was in high school." So there's a lot to go on with being consistent, because now you're going to have a quarterback. You're going to bring in a rookie quarterback with the offensive line. You're going to keep a lot of the same receivers. You're going to keep Claypool. You're going to keep Mooney. You're going to keep Kmet. All right. Well, I'm not sure about N'Keal Harry, but you're going to bring in another guy. But now you're going to want to bring in a quarterback who's got to learn the system when everybody else knows the system. You know,
happens all the time, Sean. Name me.
It does.
Derek Carr went through 15 coaches and 20 offensive coordinators in his time with the Raiders. Happens all the time.
And Jay Cutler went through 6 through 8.
And look at those quarterbacks.
And Jay Cutler went 6 coordinators in 8 years.
Yeah,
that's why. So that's why you don't.
I can throw my Giants in. Daniel Jones had 3 head coaches, 15 coordinators in his 5 years with the Giants. It happens.
And that's why you don't do that. This is why you don't do that. This is why you're not going to trade Justin Fields. You've already seen everyone talks about Justin Fields.
Don't say it can't happen.
Oh, I'm not saying it can't happen. It won't happen. It can. It easily can. It very well can. But it won't. All right?
Sean,
in my opinion,
Sean,
it won't. Yeah.
Do you agree with me when I came on this show and I said your GM left it open? Ben argued with me. I said, when he didn't shut it down and say, "That's my guy," we ain't gonna even talk about this.
That was the first thing he said.
Well, I got to be blown away. I have to be blown away, right? He left the door open. I came on this show.
That ain't
I said, "Hey,
open, man.
Dude left the door open again. That's not his guy."
How about you open the door and go run through it?
Look, I personally wouldn't do it. Y'all talking as fans. Y'all don't want to hit it because y'all fans. These are facts. There's a reason ESPN is talking about this. There's a reason Kyle Hurd is talking about this. There's a reason Nick Wright is talking about this. There's a real reality, bro. That's not dudes. That GM.
Please let me.
That's not his guy.
Please,
See what it is. I don't care what Justin Field has done. That's not their guy. And he left it open.
Kev, you screwed up
a business move. Go ahead. That's a business move why he did that. But if you watch him, here's the most important thing.
He never should have said it. I came on here. He never should have said it.
Watch his body language when he says that.
No, now we're gonna watch the body language. No, I'm listening to the words out of his mouth.
Nah, come on, man. You want to listen to the words that are coming out of his mouth? Okay, women never lied, men never lied. Come on now.
Sean, he shouldn't have said it. You know that, and I know that.
Come on,
Lefty. I came right on here next Saturday.
Give me your point.
You might be thinking what I'm thinking, Lefty.
Look.
Y'all fans. Y'all gonna look at it different. Y'all fans.
Kev, hold on, Kev. Hold on.
Go ahead.
First of all, here's a few other things too to add to what Sean said. He's a cash cow for the organization. One of the top selling jerseys in the league. Number one. He's already. I'm pretty sure behind the scenes the conversation's already been had. You know, he met with the new president. What's his name? Kevin Warren. Kevin Warren already met with him. Pose is playing this smart. It's a game of poker. It's Texas Hold'em. Let me see what you're gonna throw. Of course, you spoke as a negotiator. As a negotiator, yeah, you're gonna listen. But have you heard any serious trade offers for Fields? Have you heard any rumor of a trade offer for Justin Fields?
No.
I haven't heard a trade rumor, no.
Okay, you would have heard.
He's the same dude that told Roquan he wasn't gonna trade him. But go ahead. You trust him, right?
Negotiating with.
That was before Roquan asked for a trade. Like, I'm not going to trade you. Oh, you want to trade? You want to trade now? And we know we talked why Roquan got traded. We talked about that off the air.
You know by now, if Justin Fields was on the trade market, you would have heard at least 10 trade offers on the table.
They're not going to put the trade out there.
They will. They already put
y'all mad because people talking about it. See, y'all mad as fans.
They got
How can they do this? Oh my
scenarios
God, that's the bill.
already.
No, this is business. This is business.
And
It's
Kevin,
called
your whole point is it is business. And no, I'm not mad about it. I think it's stupid, but I understand exactly why it's
I wouldn't do it personally.
Because
I wouldn't do it.
The fact of the matter is you're trying to drum interest. You're trying to say, hey, well, wait a minute. Texas wants, who do they want? Do they want me? The Bears are like, okay, who do they want? We're going to keep that out there. And don't be surprised if the Bears are putting it out there themselves, because Texas wants a quarterback. Okay. And if they know you ain't going to take a quarterback, why are they going to trade with us? All right, you're going to go get Jalen Carter. We don't need to trade with you. Indianapolis. All right, we're at 4. If you're not taking a quarterback, guess what? That means CJ Stroud, you're not taking a quarterback. The Seahawks aren't taking a quarterback at 3. All right. So that means we're going to get CJ Stroud or Levis. So now it's all a marketing ploy. It's all, you got to drum up interest of teams down there. So especially in Indianapolis.
But why are you drawing up interest? When Poles had the chance to say
a lot. No, because why he didn't listen. That conversation was had beforehand. And say, hey, listen, here's what I'm going to say in public. So don't freak out about the shit. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Well, why you saying, son?
Right.
Because
don't have your mama
say
me.
That's
don't
our guy. We ain't gonna even go that route. We ain't gonna even discuss it. That's our guy. Why you do that?
You keep trade leverage negotiation.
Yes, because he wants a haul. Because what I was just telling you. Now listen, if you're a fan of a team, and I'm gonna say if your Giants had the #1 pick and they said, hey, you know what? We could get 2 first-round picks, a second-round pick, whatever it is that you can get, or we can just grab 1 player. Okay, you as a business owner, as a fan, first of all, as a fan, you're like, damn, get those picks. I got Daniel Jones. If you're happy,
you can have Daniel Jones today if you want him. Why don't y'all take?
If you're happy, we're not, because you're not. And here's why I know it's bullshit. When people are telling me that Bryce Young is a better passer today now than Justin Fields is, I'm like, hold on, player. First of all, they're in 2 different leagues. Bryce Young hasn't faced NFL defenses and NFL players. Okay,
that's your boy Tannenhan on ESPN saying
right.
That. He think Bryce Young a better player.
Yes, he does.
Better quarterback.
And this is why you don't listen to idiots like that. Because let's compare apples to apples. All right, you want to talk about passing in college? No problem. Let's go and see how Justin Fields played in college against college players. If I'm not mistaken, he carried Ohio State to the college football championship his first year at Ohio State, and he took him to the championship game his second year.
I wouldn't
do it. Doing it. They're just trying to build up. They want to get as much of a haul as possible. So you want to make Texas switch with you, and get an extra pick. All right, it's what they're doing. Plain and simple, 1 word: they're bluffing. They're bluffing. They're getting out, and then other people are in on it, and then you got these other people who don't know. Like I said, they want clicks, they want looks, they want you to go and look at their podcast, look at this, look at that. It's all about money for them, dude. There's no way you're going to tell me a 5'9" quarterback. When was the last 5'9" quarterback who did well and stayed healthy and was an MVP? Who's the last 5'9" quarterback who was 5'9", 5'10", and passed for 4,000 yards? Was Justin's going to do down the road? Hell no. Justin's 6'3", 225. He's a monster. He's a monster. They're not trading him. And Kevin, I was pissed too when I first heard it, and then I was like, wait a minute, what are they doing? They're just
it's not gonna happen.
They're playing with us. They're playing with us.
Bro, I wouldn't do it, y'all. I wouldn't do it. I'm just telling y'all. And I told y'all when the GM said that dumb shit, he left the door open. And here we are a month later.
Well, if you go back, you remember how Pace got duped into trading up 1 spot to get Trubisky?
Yeah.
Because you put a bunch of clickbait out. You put a bunch of stuff to say these teams are interested. This is all a behind-the-scenes game, man. Like, it's no way. The city has already embraced Justin Fields.
They don't give a fuck about that. Y'all finna be the Arlington Bears anyway. They don't give a damn about what the city did. Y'all finna be the Arlington Bears.
When they say the city, he means
New Jersey Giants.
You have a whole lot to say. You got a whole lot to say about the shit.
Hey, we're in the same boat now, buddy.
Let's call them the Arlington Cowboys because they don't play in Dallas either.
Well, hey, don't get sensitive now. Y'all talk shit about the Giants playing in New Jersey. So y'all about to play in Arlington. Keep that same energy.
Hey, tell me, at least we're in the same state though, Kevo. We're in the same state. We're just right down.
Well, it's New York. It's New York. It's all New
Y'all
York.
went across the
New
river.
Jersey is not New York.
Right.
Y'all
Right.
went across the river.
Hey, they
Right.
want to think they're New York, but they.
Right. Get out of here with that, man.
Hey,
Stop it.
listen, Justin Fields is going to go ham next year. All right, you saw what happened with Darnell Mooney.
Hope
and
he
Cole
does,
Kmet
man.
before,
Hey, look,
before
I
Darnell
like
Mooney
Fields,
got
man.
hurt.
I'm not
Before he
hating on the
got
man.
hurt,
I like Fields.
right? You saw he was doing well. All right, and Cole Kmet had a breakout season. I don't get me wrong. I still want another tight end, but that's neither here nor there. Why? Because they worked out with him. You know, and he already talked about it. He's already going to work out with Chase Claypool. He's and Darnell Mooney again, and Cole Kmet again, and N'Keal Harry again, and EQ
Hey,
St.
Sean.
Brown again. Man, there's so
Sean.
many. It's going to watch. I would not be surprised if he hits 4,000 yards next year.
Negro Damas
What's up?
Claypool will be a totally different player next year from
Yeah, well.
start to finish.
Why?
I was gonna
Because
say that.
they're
I'm not
they
ready
gonna
to give up
finally
on
throw him the
Claypool.
ball.
There's a
Yeah,
crazy
I'm not
idea.
ready. I'm
Kevin,
not ready.
throw the damn ball.
People
Throw the
ready to
damn
give up
ball.
on Claypool.
Let's start there, Sean.
Yeah, people ready to
Throw
give
the
up on
ball.
Claypool. I'm not ready to check out on Claypool yet.
No,
Claypool
no.
gonna be
He's gonna
good.
have a hell of a year next year.
You
He's
know
gonna
who's
be
going to put Justin over that 4,000 mark? Velus Jones. Velus Jones going to have 500 to 700 yards next year, running underneath routes and running away from people because you're going to worry about Chase Claypool. Once they start opening shit up with Chase Claypool down the field, if they keep N'Keal Harry with him down the field, with EQ St. Brown, with Darnell Mooney down the field, all right, Cole Kmet in the middle, guess what? You're going to forget about underneath. And that's what you're going to get. And, hey, that's what Tyreek Hill did when he first came out.
Y'all ain't gonna go get no receiver. Y'all ain't gonna get no receiver.
We need to get a number one.
Oh, okay.
Once we get one in the draft. In the draft, they're gonna get a big boy.
But
Big
I don't
speed.
wanna-
underneath
boy
is
with
Velus
speed.
Jones, bro. You're gonna get him on a crossing route, and he can be like, all right, come catch me if you can.
I honestly don't want to trade for one. I'd rather
either.
draft one and develop. I don't want to give up no assets.
No, you don't need to trade for one.
I don't want to give up no assets.
Free agency. Y'all don't get no receiver.
Nah, ain't none in free agency.
There's nobody out there. Because you'll have to trade for T. Higgins. You'll have to trade for D. Hop. Who else they say may be available? These guys you have to trade for. So
Juju a free agent.
now you can have him.
Yeah, you can have him.
You can have Juju. I'm not.
You know what
He got Giants written all over him.
You know what I said on my show? Here's what I hope that Ryan Poles does. I don't know if he will, but here's what I hope he does. I hope he goes and signs a left tackle and a right tackle, okay? And says, you guys are starting. Now, Braxton Jones, you started for us last year, all 17 games. You were able to, you did everything well except the bull rush. So you got a year in the weight room, all right? Now, if you can beat this guy, beat him. What's his name? Leatherwood, all right? You're the Outlet Award trophy winner, the best college lineman in the country 2 years ago, all right? If you and hopefully you're not going to get mono again, which caused him to lose 25 pounds, which caused him to lose strength, which caused him to lose speed, which caused him to lose quickness, which caused him to
still
lose
getting mono.
And mono last year.
Yeah, mono.
Stop kissing on them damn little girls.
Listen,
Club.
they need to assign a security guard to say, "Don't put your mouth there, boy."
Man, he was looking for love in all the wrong places, man. Stop it.
Right.
So now you got him. And then now you got those 5 guys, and then you got Leatherwood and Braxton Jones backing up and say, "Hey, listen, you know what? Fight for your job."
Hey man, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit, man.
You talk about the man getting mono, huh?
Hey,
it did affect. And going back to Claypool, you know what? And I get it. They didn't throw him the ball, but it's hard for a receiver to come in the middle of the season and learn the system and get a rapport with the quarterback during the season. A lot of that.
The money, throw the man the ball. No, throw the man the ball. If you come in the NBA season, your job is to shoot. You don't stop shooting.
That's different.
That's different.
That's different, bro.
You know what? I put that all on Justin Fields because you know what? Remember when Trevor Siemian played that one game? Where did he go? Right to Chase Claypool. Then he went right down on the sideline. First couple plays.
Exactly. Throw the man the ball, dog.
So Justin, stop playing around. All right, because as much as I love Justin, of course, he's still not a finished product. He's not where he's going to be. All right, so get his ass the ball. Throw him the ball. He's 6'4" with a 40-inch vertical. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You got DBs who are 5'9", 5'10", and this dude's got long arms. Come on, man. That's why it's the same thing with N'Keal Harry.
But you do know why Trevor was throwing to him, right? Because when they are practicing, Claypool is running with the tools. So who you think Trevor is throwing to? He had built the rapport that the rapport is supposed to be with with Jay Fields.
Bruh,
Well,
I'm gonna throw the ball to the when we in the red zone. I'm gonna throw the ball to the end zone,
yeah,
sir. I need you to go up and get it. We ain't gotta run no play. Go up and get it.
but there's also muscle memory too, right? Even with your mind, if you used to, if all off season, first half season, I'm looking Mooney, Komet. Now bring this new guy in. You know, like
Bro, it's a
you
trade. This is
can kind
business,
of get
man. It's a trade.
habits.
This happens all the time.
Yeah, I
So
know,
you
but
don't work
you
on
kind
it
of
in
get
practice
habits.
though. You don't work on it in
I get
practice.
you.
Right.
Though?
They
What's
said
wrong
they
with
work
practice?
out after practice. Said they
So
work
now
out after
why?
practice.
That's why you know what? If I were Justin and if I was Getsy, I'd be like, look, throw his ass the ball. All right, because we got two guys now who can go up and get it. Nikhil Harry, that's all he did at Arizona State was just out jump people, and now you
I
got
think
Chase Claypool. Okay,
they're
he
gonna
might,
let Harry walk. I think
he
Harry's
might.
gonna walk.
But what I'm saying is,
They're gonna
you
let
throw
one
him
of
the
them walk.
ball. You're gonna throw him the ball,
Casualty.
and you do what you can do. Let's see what you can do, because again, they don't play. There's no 5 and across. There's no reading. All right, it's me versus you. My guy is bigger, stronger. He jump higher than your guy. I'm gonna throw the ball up. You go get it. Period. No ifs. You send one guy in the middle if there's a single high safety, or all right, to occupy a safety, and you throw him and see what you got. And if it's picked off, hey, you know what? Say, hey, I'm a, you know what you say in the public. I'm gonna keep throwing to him because he's 6'4" with a 40-inch vert. I'm gonna keep doing that.
Throw the man the ball. Dog. I don't want to hear that. Throw the man the ball.
I think he'll be out next year.
Terrence, that's freaking hilarious, dude. That's hilarious.
Terrence, man, you just had to come. You had to come back and bring this back up, huh?
Hey man, you know
right.
you can get mono from a buffet. You can get mono from a lot of places, man. I don't think you go out and try to catch mono.
Hey, Terrence, you heard me say people still getting mono.
Hold on. See, that's what you told her.
Oh, who? I ain't never had
That's
mono.
what you told her.
Ever.
I mean, you rattled it off like that was an excuse you used back in the day.
This seems kind of familiar with
Country buffet, baby. I was at Old Country Buffet.
Oh, right.
you stop going country buffet.
Not Old Country Buffet.
Hey, the Horseshoe Casino buffet, they get that from a lot of places, man.
You guys are crazy.
Fellas, do not use that as an excuse. Lucky will take you down the wrong road.
Hey,
They didn't sanitize at Old Country Buffet.
Hey, we done came a long way since Old Country Buffet, man.
right.
Man, listen. Hey, man. All right. So, my kind of town, I did say we was going to talk about the Bulls. You know.
For what?
Hey,
I'll stop break, man.
slow down. Number 13 right there in the West.
Yeah, well, keep that same energy. Give me about 2 weeks.
It's
Keep that
buyout
same energy.
season. It's buyout season. So my question was, can the Bulls be a player in the buyout season, man? Because you got players like
For what?
Westbrook, Kevin Love, Danny Green, Narlene
Danny Green already
Knowles.
went to Cleveland.
Yeah, Danny Green off the board already.
Okay. You got D Rose. Did Reggie Jackson go?
He went to
Reggie
Denver.
Jackson in Denver.
D Rose got bought out?
No, not yet.
Not yet. George Hill is somebody that's supposed to be rumored to get. Gordon Hayward is supposed to be getting bought out. Serge is supposed to be getting bought out. You know, do they get into the Kevin Love sweepstakes? Because they need some rebounds.
They say it's like Miami.
Ball.
They say it's between Miami and the Lakers right now for Love.
Yeah.
I ain't heard
Miami after Kevin Love
name come up in there.
And Russ, they said
Love.
Russ looked like Russ to the Clippers is almost a done deal too. I think, but the Bulls, I'm trying to figure out like with the need, maybe Hayward because he can shoot threes. A shooter can help. I know they're looking for a point guard. If D Rose does get bought out, it would make sense. I don't know if
see him retiring in Chicago. I can see that.
I don't know if Rose wants the pressure of coming back here and being looked at as a savior. You know what I mean? Because that's what the people gonna expect. You know, when they say D Rose back, people gonna think, and he's not that guy anymore. He's just not. So
he's at a different stage of his career. Matter of fact, I think. Go ahead.
I don't see nobody out there that can really help the Bulls. Honestly, I think you got to play this year out and then blow it up in the offseason. Same reason they didn't make no trades.
It ain't a player in the world that can help the Bulls. That's number one. Number two, the Westbrook thing is a real thing because Cheeks and Donovan coached him in OKC. That's the only reason the Bulls are being mentioned on that. There's not a buyout guy that's going to come to the Bulls. First of all, Kevin Love is going to a contender. He's not coming to the Bulls. The Bulls, you gotta blow this up in the summer, which I told y'all to blow up last summer, but y'all ain't listen to me. Dare y'all to go watch a show. Told y'all to sign and trade Levine and get you a shooter, get everything you need, put it around DeRozan. Y'all ain't listen to me. And here we are a year later. It's neither here nor there. The Bulls need to blow this up. I'm not hating, man. It's gonna come across as my hating. Everybody gonna look at me like I'm hating. I'm telling you real basketball. You need to blow this up.
Okay, Genie Bus Jr.
You can't be not good enough to get the championship or even compete, and then you can't be not bad enough to get the number 1 pick. You can't be stuck in the middle. Blow it up. Blow it up. I think behind the scenes, DeRozan gonna ask for a trade. He ain't gonna do it publicly. But I'm at the latter stage of my career. What are we doing here?
Well, at the end of the day, DeRozan's probably your best trade asset, though. That's probably your best trade asset if you are gonna rebuild.
Well, the Bulls, I'm gonna tell you, the Bulls gonna want to get something for him.
Hey, Kev,
so over the summer, it'll come out.
If you was a GM, you would be in a job for 2 weeks. 1, because your thought process is trash, and then 2, you probably be like Udoka. You'll be like Udoka. So that's 2 reasons they get rid of you in 2 weeks.
Bro, so here's first of all, hey, Ben, if I was like Udoka, it would never been public. That's number 1. Number 2, dude, the team is trash. That's just facts. You watch this on a regular basis. What are you watching? Like, where they going? Who's the best player? Who's the come on, dog. What are we doing?
I was all for Billy Donovan, but I think he's lost the locker room. He just lost the ear. So you got to move on from the coach. This looks like it's about to go full blow. I think they just ruled Lonzo Ball out for the year again, which is not surprising. Other news water's wet. And DeRozan's probably your best trade asset. Vooch is a free agent. I don't see no reason to bring him back.
You finna let him walk. You ain't gonna get nothing for him.
The problem with moving Levine is who wants to take on that contract. That may be the thing. Who wants to take on that contract? So so DeRozan, if you're gonna blow it up, DeRozan's probably your best asset. To trade and get some, draft picks, player or 2 that can help. But I don't know the direction they're gonna go in. But it got to be a totally different direction. It's just, it is what it is.
Okay, so why they didn't trade Vooch and get something for him? Why you gonna let the man walk out the door?
I don't know if it was a market.
I don't think he got a trade value.
Yeah,
could you read that? Could you read that comment for us?
Yeah, I saw it. Hey, Gandhi, because the Lakers made trades at the deadline, they didn't have to blow it up. They at least tried to do something. The Bulls did absolutely nothing at the trade deadline, as if they were all good. There's a difference. There's a difference. The Lakers at least tried to do something, right? They GM gave a damn. Your GM gives no damn.
Yeah, I don't think nobody had any value. That's the big problem. Nobody.
But you got to get something. You can't let Vooch just walk out the door, bro. You got to get something for him. You knew you weren't extending him. Get something for him. If you do nothing else, then clear cap space so you can be a player in the summer. You did nothing, bro. You didn't try to prove the team. No way.
What's the Lakers' record since the trade?
2-1. Lakers 2-1 since the trade. They beat Golden State. They beat Golden State in the Milwaukee game. Didn't nobody play. They beat Golden State. Pelicans.
Now we're gonna track the record past the trade deadline. Is that what we're doing? We're not doing that for no other team.
They made trades the record.
Every time the Lakers play, we're gonna track the record. That's what we're doing.
We're gonna be number 1 in the West. Fuck out of here.
Ain't nobody say they're gonna be number 1 in the West. All I said was the team improved, and what I also said was at least they GM went out and did something to improve.
They number 13.
The GM in Chicago was sitting at the United Center twiddling his thumbs.
The problem with trading Vooch is, like, you didn't want to take back a bad contract. Like, with Vooch coming off the books, you free up cap space. Like, you don't want to. It don't make sense to you know, like this man's about to be off the books and take on somebody with a bad deal. I don't know what you could have got for Vooch. What could you get that for?
I'm not saying you bring back a
I don't
great
think it's
player.
no
What I'm saying
value.
is you at least get picks for him because you know he's finna walk. At least get picks. So now when you go into the draft, you got picks, you're clearing cap space,
Yeah, so
you're
but
doing
how do you know
something
somebody
to
made an
improve the
offer for
team.
Vooch?
You did nothing, bro. Like
You
it's
don't know
all
somebody.
good.
You don't know if anybody made an offer for Vooch.
Well, I don't.
Nobody made an offer for him.
I just know the team did absolutely nothing to improve. Yay or nay.
So since we talking NBA, man, we
But
might as
that's
well
cool
get
though, because that's
into it.
Chicago. Y'all used to that shit.
I got a question, and Lefty, I'll let you start off. Can
Oh, tie
Kyrie
game.
and Luca coexist? Can they make this thing work?
No, and I'll tell you why. I think Luca clearly is not as great as he is. I could see where it kind of be hard playing with him. I know Jalen Brunson kind of did it last year, but you got to look at a few things as far as Kyrie. Kyrie was, you know, before the trade, before he requested the trade, Kyrie was back on his game. Kyrie was balling out.
Well,
Like so to ask him and a contract year, by the way, let's keep that in mind. It's a contract year for him. So for him to come in and now take a backseat to Luka, when Luka in there, Luka, they still haven't played together yet. But when Luka got the
They
ball,
played that one game and lost.
they played 2 games, didn't they?
The
no, they didn't play
Sacramento.
together.
I
Luka just
played
came
one.
back and
They
Kyrie was
played
out.
one, and then Kyrie
Sacramento.
was hurt the next.
Sacramento. They
They
lost
played one.
Oh, they
because
played together, right? They lost,
they
right?
couldn't get that shot up.
Remember,
Right.
they was
Okay,
trying
right.
to see who was going to take the last shot.
Right. At some point, I just don't see for the long haul. I thought Dallas made a huge mistake even trying it. It just wasn't. It didn't make it. Kyrie needs the ball in his hands. Now, he can catch and shoot. He can play off the ball a little bit, but he's not going to play off the ball majority of the game. Like when he played with LeBron will give him the ball, let him go to work. You know, I don't see Luka doing that. I just don't. So I don't think it's going to work.
Well, he had what 16 in the fourth quarter at one game. He's a closer.
Mm-hmm.
He is a closer.
All of a sudden, he got a bad back, though.
His back sore, right? Right.
Well, if you put up that many shots in what 2 games,
Hey, man, of course this is not going to work. Everybody knew that. And then Kyrie say, we ain't going to talk about the contract to the end of the year. I don't want to be a distraction. Well, you're always a distraction, sir, whether you mean it or not. So we could, if the mere fact
come
he
on,
said we're going to
man.
put off the contract to the end of the year,
Stephen
means
A.
I'm not
Jr., you
retired.
gotta let that shit go, Stephen A. Jr. I'm like
I'm
Jay
just trying to
Will.
tell you, man.
Stop it, bro. You got personals against the bro, man.
I
So
ain't got
stop it,
personal,
man.
man. I'm going off
Stop it.
track record.
Stop it, man.
When is this
Stop
sister's
it.
birthday?
Come on,
It
man.
passed already.
It passed.
And it's been
They,
2
they ain't gonna have
years
a
and he
makeup party.
ain't been celebrating birthdays with his sister, but you still bring it up, man. You got
Hey, man, I'm
personal
just
issue
saying.
with the dude. Just say it. Just say you got a personal issue with the dude.
I don't have a personal issue with him, dog. I'm just going off the track record. Don't get mad at me because I bring up the track record.
Stephen A.
I'm not
That's
the
who you
one
are.
that go to every single team, and when I leave, it's a disaster upon me leaving. I don't make that up. I'm just going by what I'm looking at.
You can say that about LeBron. When he leaves, the team goes into the media hell. So don't
LeBron
use
leaves on his own.
That's his
don't.
Kyrie
business.
leaves because they don't want him there anymore.
It's the fact is when he
There's
leaves.
an
So
extreme
give me
difference,
another
sir.
argument, man. Give me another argument, dude. You just don't
What's
like the
another
brother.
argument?
Just say that. Just say that.
What's another argument?
I'm not saying that you don't like him for his play. You don't like all the other stuff. Just say that. So that's why you gonna condemn the man. Just say it,
I
bro.
don't condemn the dude, man. Why you mad at me because I'm bringing up what he does? What you mad at me for?
Because that was 2, 3 years ago. We
Oh,
don't.
not 2, 3 years. So when he just left Brooklyn, you count that 2, 3 years ago, or you count that in the now?
He left Brooklyn. Okay, bro.
Right. He got kicked out of Brooklyn. Just like
No,
he
he
got kicked out of
requested
Boston.
out.
Just like he got
requested
kicked out of Cleveland.
He
That's not true.
That's what we
requested
talking
out.
about.
He requested.
So don't change the narrative to fit your argument.
I'm not changing the narrative.
He requested.
Everywhere he leaves, the team wants him to go. When LeBron leaves off free agency. He's welcome to walk out the door. There's a difference.
Well, there's a great argument that Brooklyn did trade KD where he wanted to go, And Brooklyn, Kyrie, they made sure he didn't go where he wanted to go.
Exactly. Now, am I making that up, Ben? I'm making that up too, huh?
That's facts.
No, that was
Am I
petty and
making that up
personal.
too?
That's petty and personal, just like you.
I'm not petty and personal, brother. I just bring up the man track record. What you mad at me for?
Every time you talk about the man, you talk about the brother going to his sister's birthday party. You say it all the time, bro. That's personal.
Because it happens.
You didn't get the invite?
It happens.
Is that what it is?
Well,
hey, Ben, if it's a mass shooting tomorrow in Dallas, he ain't going to play tomorrow night either.
But he going to protest. Kev, do you think he's a bad teammate? As a former player? And I think that's Kev's problem with him. He thinks he's a bad teammate.
Yeah, I do.
Say that.
I've said that.
Yeah.
Any dude that ain't all in the locker room, I got a problem with, because I'm a locker room dude.
Yeah.
So I have a problem with that.
So now we finna step
before. But don't get mad at me. And Ben, hold up. Give me about 3 months. And we're gonna revisit this conversation because it's gonna be something in Dallas. Oh, it's gonna be something.
We will see. So we finna go into the city of the sun.
And keep that same energy.
The city of the sun, you got KD down there. And y'all know how KD is a hellified player. Got nothing wrong with his game. He is a hooper, gym rat. That's what he is. But guess what? In my opinion, he's always going to be a Robin. And his leadership skills are here. So I don't know if this whole going to the Suns is going to take them over the top, because they got rid of damn near they all they glue guys, they hard hat guys, they play defense and all of that stuff. So I don't think this is going to work.
If it doesn't work, the only reason it doesn't work is because they don't have a bench. KD would not be the reason it won't work. Barring injury, that's a bad top four that you got in that starting lineup. That's a tough matchup to any team every night. Barring injury. Phoenix's problem is they got to go out and get a bench. I don't know if they're going to do the buyout market. I don't know what they got to do. But Mikal Bridges is big. That's a huge loss. Yeah, huge loss. Cam Johnson can shoot. KD can make up for that. But on the defensive end, Mikal Bridges was a huge loss. They got to make that up. But what we ain't going to do is sit here and act like the problem is going to be KD. That's foolish. The problem is going to be they don't have a bench to play D. They don't have a lot of role players to take up for the defensive end that KD ain't going to provide.
I'm still trying to understand where you heard me say KD was the problem.
But you let it off like he was going to be the problem or something.
Did you hear me say that, Lefty?
That's how you let it off.
You said he was a Robin.
He said he was a Robin. I said he was a Robin. I didn't say he was.
You talked about the man leadership skills and all that. That's how you let it off.
He's not a leader.
He don't have to be the leader on the Suns.
He has to go somewhere where somebody got nuts and a leader. He has to go play with somebody like that.
No, I totally agree with you, Ben. I think that's why Phoenix was the best place for him. I think their locker room is strong enough. I think what may hurt them is can Chris Paul stay healthy? Because if Chris Paul's like they already thin, and you know how he'll pull a hamstring in a minute, especially in the playoffs. But for Phoenix locker room to survive the Ayton thing, that tells you right there that's a strong locker room. Because
he don't want to go nowhere now.
Right, no, but I'm saying, but remember how much a mess that was with him and the coach and all that. So that's a strong locker room. Same way Golden State was a strong locker room when he came in there. I don't think you don't have nobody. You don't have no Draymond that's gonna curse him out or nothing like that. And I think KD gonna come in and just want to fit in. It's a wait and see for me. I think the key is Chris Paul. If he can, he's a great floor general, but if he can stay on the floor, I wouldn't want to see him in a 7-game series. I just wouldn't. Devin Booker and KD.
Of course, health is going to be a big part of it. Hold up. KD get hurt, Booker get hurt. Like, it's going to be health. But again, they don't have a bench, bro. I didn't even know Terrence, what's his name, came from
Terrence
Orlando?
Scott just saying.
Terrence Ross.
Terrence
I didn't
Ross.
realize he was down there until I seen him took 15 straight shots the other night. I'm like, where they get Terrence Ross?
He just
He's
came in the
getting his-
biomarket. They just got him the other day.
He just
He came in the
bio
okay.
market.
So
Yeah.
that's the type
He
of
got his-
move
he got
they're
his
gonna have to
lefty
make
on.
as far as defense.
He
Yeah.
got his lefty on 15 straight shots.
I know you ain't talking about shooting. I know.
Right. Nobody.
You ain't talking about
Being like that dude with the Nets.
Hey, Kev. Kev. This is the third time you done said that, man. The third time.
Now,
No,
it's the shot he ain't like, baby.
Yeah, and hey, look, the pressure's on, but if this don't work, I think KD's legacy is destroyed. If this don't work,
You cannot.
It's bad.
This is out of fairness. This is out of fairness. You can't cash all the chips and say they got to win this year. That's not fair. Give KD 1 year down there, and we can look at next year and say, okay, let's do or die. But let's not give him 20 games and say they got to win the chip. That's not fair.
His overall legacy got some dents in it.
That's not fair, bro.
Dents in it, bro.
You can't get a man 20 games coming off injury and say he got to win the championship, or it's going to affect his legacy. That's not fair.
How
give him a whole year? You got an argument. 20 games coming off an injury, and he got to win the chip. That's not fair.
How high are the expectations on things?
It's not fair, dog. It's not fair.
Vegas odds is up this time.
Well, it don't matter. That don't affect his legacy. The man is coming off an injury. You gonna get 20 games to get with a new team. He's supposed to win the championship.
To win it on his own.
It's not
and
fair.
what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Ben, we can stop with the winning on his own because your Golden State Warriors recruited him. So
what does that have to do with it, man?
Let's not do that.
He can't win it on his own.
It has a lot to do with it. What it has to do with is you say he can't win on his own, but your very team went and recruited him so they can win. So what
they won without him? Answer the question. They won without him. I'll wait.
They did
win without him. They did.
How many?
That's in the history books. They won without him.
So how many has he won? How many has he won without them?
2 with him, without him? Yes or no?
How many times has he won?
Would they have won that 2 that they won with him without him? Yes or no?
Answer my question first, bro.
Thank you. So stop, man.
You
trying to diminish the dude like the dude can't hoop or something. Let's not do that, man.
Never did I say
a
that.
Bad boy, man. Don't do that.
Never did I say that. But he can't. He's Robin. Guess what? He's Scottie Pippen.
Oh.
He's Scottie Pippen.
See me in the Cigar Lounge and we can keep on going on this one. But my next question is, can the Bucks contend with the Celtics without a healthy Middleton? KD.
Not without a healthy Middleton.
Of course not.
Not without
that. Of course not. Milwaukee got to be all guns loaded.
Yeah.
Going in the Celtics. Now, what I will tell you is this: Marcus Smart better be healthy. Jaylen Brown better be healthy.
Yeah.
What the Celtics did the other night with their backups, that's cool regular season. But in a 7-game series, everybody better be healthy. Now let's see. But of course, no Middleton. Of course you ain't gonna win. Of course not. Giannis can't pull him through by himself. He needs all his parts.
That's a huge part, man. And it's his knee. And that knee has been troubling him for
been a while.
Man.
Well, he came back. I think they kind of like, you ain't gonna play back to back.
I think they rushed him back and he tweaked it again. So now he's out. So that knee has been troubling him for the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. It could definitely be an issue, but Boston is too deep, man. Like Kev said, you need all hands on deck because Boston is deep, man. It's really, I don't see no weaknesses in Boston at all. I just don't. Look like somebody kidnapped Kevin Lowder and put him in the basement of Rothschild Vickers. That got to be Tim.
Hey, Facebook user.
He never fails.
GFY.
You know that.
Figure that out.
You know that's Tim.
They got to be
That's
two.
Tim. Hey Kev, check this one out, man. Hey, the Suns owner is giving 25,000 individual bonuses to team employees as he exits the team.
I saw that.
I said, what? Come
I saw
on,
that.
man. Are they
Where he
making
get the
him do
money
this,
from the
man?
scumbag fund?
Right.
Man.
Right. Well, he sold the team, so he got it.
Oh, he
Yeah,
got it. But are they making him do this, man? Because I can't see him just doing this out the goodness of his heart.
This is
I don't
After all
apologies for
these years,
everything he's done.
after all these years,
Yeah.
right.
he trying to get into heaven. Is that what he trying to do?
I don't know what he's doing, bro, but
He
this
trying to
this
he
is
trying
this,
to he
this
trying to Willie
basically
Wilson
is
his
his
way into heaven.
apologies for everything he's caused and everything he's done. This is the apologies.
He trying to Willie Wilson his way into heaven. Come on, man.
What you ain't gonna do is talk about my boy Willie Wilson. My boy.
Willie
Come
been
on,
trying to buy
man.
the mayoral election for
He
years.
might go up to 4 or 5% this year, but he ain't gonna be 1 or 2. He gonna go up to 4 or 5 this year.
Come on, man.
My boy.
I'm just saying.
Willie
When I
Wilson
saw
say,
that,
y'all sign the back of the check, I sign the front. That's Willie Wilson, baby.
Facts.
right now, we talked about this backstage before you came on, man. But the Celtics removed the interim head coach tag from Joe Mazzulla, making him officially the man in charge. Now, your boy Udoka is sitting at home, you know, and I say they waited until All-Star break to do this so that he couldn't latch on with another team.
So
Petty,
he's officially fired.
strong,
He's
Is that what you're
officially
saying?
fired.
pretty much,
He's officially
pretty
fired.
much, he officially fired.
But you were
Your
gonna fire
job
him
is done.
anyway. So if you were gonna fire him anyway, why you just didn't do it when you did all this?
Lefty, what did you say backstage?
Whoever old lady he smashed is that dude. They trying to blackball that dude, man. Like he hit the wrong wife. Whatever's going on, but because Brooklyn wanted him. Remember, Brooklyn wanted him initially.
Brooklyn went
Yeah,
after him, but it was too soon. We all said that
Yeah,
was too soon.
yeah, they jumped in. I'm hoping he don't get blackballed, especially Kevin. You made a great point earlier. Like he didn't rape anybody, he didn't commit a crime, just infidelity, whatever it is. But
consensual.
they trying to bury dude, man. They definitely trying to
Yeah,
bury.
Whoever the wife was, opened her legs up to another man. He ain't forced her to do nothing. Was it
Right.
wrong? Yes. Could he, I don't know how he got to public anyway. All of it was wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't. Let's not act like he didn't do what any other man would have did. Let's not act like women ain't scandalous in the workplace. Let's not do that, man. He's gonna end up with another job. He might not get a head coaching job right off the bat. But he's gonna end up on somebody's
whoa.
bench.
Hey,
Trust.
Kev, say some women. Don't say
I didn't
women
say
like
all.
all.
I didn't say all.
All right, clear it up. Clear it up, man.
But what I'm saying is,
we don't
he
want them
took the brunt
protesting
of it,
outside.
and you ain't heard the woman's name. They ain't said nothing. Right?
Ain't put nobody
He
out there.
took all the brunt, like he was the bad guy.
Yeah, they definitely trying to bury him, man. Somebody gonna hire him. Just keep your wives away from him. That's all. Keep your wives
That's all.
at home.
That's all.
Hide your wives. Udoka's in the building.
Yeah, him or Derek Fisher, either one of them. just hey, they can't be trusted at the Christmas party or none of that. But just know what you're walking into. That's all.
Hey, next team that hire him, you are in the gym, locker room. You can't come into the front offices. We assigning security to you.
You ain't coming to no gatherings or none of that.
They gonna hire one of the church ladies with the white gloves to follow him around all the time.
Hey, he gonna be the only one doing the staff meeting on Zoom. He can't be in the room.
He can't be in the room.
He gonna be on the screen. You stay where you at.
First of all, his camera is off because you can't be giving nobody no looks.
Right.
None of that.
Now,
That's all you gotta do.
Now we talking dirtbag. I would be remiss. I gotta say, Hubert Davis, I apologize to you. Because what you going through right now can't no coach fix. That's fixed in the locker room, bro. If y'all don't know what's been going on, North Carolina guards Caleb Love and R.J. Davis been into it because Caleb Love allegedly smashed R.J. Davis's girl. Now,
His
that's the
girlfriend,
backcourt.
his woman, or a chick.
It says girlfriend. It says girlfriend.
And Caleb Love is a dirtbag.
I'm just saying. So Hubert Davis as
welcome
the
to Smoke
coach,
Fella.
it is very difficult, very, very difficult to hold that locker room together when you got discord with your guards. Your starting guards. This ain't somebody on the
Right.
bench.
I was gonna say, and they playing
They
together.
played together, man.
Well, speaking from someone that's been involved in a scandal or two in my life. First of all, shame on ESPN for making that public. The shame on them. Shame on them.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And somebody in Carolina camp need to go down for that, because that should have never became public.
Ever.
Whatever the situation was, it wasn't like nobody's married. You talking about college girlfriends? Come on now, like it is.
That can change overnight.
And somebody, either your parents or somebody, got to step up. Like, dude, tuck your chest in. It is. It is what it is. Come on now, like it's. I mean, you know, if it was
RJ came to practice like this.
Hey, man, look.
Come on, man. That's wrong.
As a former college athlete that done seen it all, I done seen swaps. I done seen, hey man, look, this type of stuff happens.
Hey man.
Now, if that was his woman, okay, Caleb Love is wrong, right? Because that's his woman.
Okay.
But if they met at the bar and he just messing with her, then that ain't technically your woman, dog. Is it really his woman, or is it somebody he was messing with? That makes a huge difference.
And the other side of it,
of course, the media gonna say that's your girlfriend, and that's who you with. Was it really his girlfriend?
Yeah, and let's not act like it happened in the NBA. Wasn't Jason Richardson smashing Steve Nash's wife? Yeah. And then the Jimmy Jackson, Jason Kidd thing over Tony Braxton years back. Like
all of a sudden, Jason Richardson was traded right after that came out.
He was traded, you know. And much as I hate to
say, Jimmy
out of it too. Team with LeBron.
Remember, it was all three of them.
Yeah, Kidd ended up leaving on some DUI stuff, but Jason Richardson got traded because he was messing with Nash's wife.
Jay Kidd, name was mentioned in there with Tony Braxton too. They had like a three-piece.
It was
Jim Jackson, Tony Braxton, yeah.
Jason Jimmy Jackson.
But how does that get out public? Like if y'all smashing Tony Braxton, keep that behind closed doors. Y'all winning. What are we doing? Why is that public? Yeah. Who's mad?
Fact.
Who's mad?
But to put that on college kids, though, to publicly put that out on a college kid, I think ESPN should be ashamed of themselves. But especially they had that damn near whole season.
The announcers were talking about it during the game.
I agree with that. That should have been. They should have said, you know, it's the locker room. They got incidents going. They should have never broadcasted what happened. Right. I agree with that.
Listen, and you can see how they went from number 1 to out of the top 25. Because once the locker room
tournament,
well, Caleb Love shoot like dude with the Nets, so maybe they got something to do with
it. Hey, it's crazy, man. We can't make this stuff up, everybody. Ain't nobody making this stuff.
They do their own research.
We bringing you rough, rugged, raw, how we doing in the cigar shops, man. And this is one of the topics that, man, this is crazy.
But so now what's gonna happen? That's gonna follow that young man around for a college career. If he go, is that gonna hurt his draft status? Or he's a bad teammate? He's a college kid. College kids do stupid stuff.
I don't think so, Lefty, because your boy is back in LA. Your boy back in LA.
Well, he matured now, though. He matured.
Snitch. I mean, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Cost that man Iggy.
Yeah.
That's rough. Cost that man Iggy, dog.
Hey.
Just fact.
Hey, man. It is what it is, man.
It is
what it is. It is what it is, man. And did y'all see Adam Silver in his interview the other day on ESPN where he talked about the refs are disciplined for missed calls during the season? Man, it just looked like he was sweating in line.
You know he was. You know, because officiating's been horrible. I don't care what you say. He can say what he want. We got eyes. Officiating has been it's inconsistent. It's been bad, man. And a lot of these and they come in at costly times. On top of that, man, a lot of this is costing teams
Yeah.
games, and you gotta like something definitely needs to be done. I don't know what, but something needs to be done about the officiating.
Have y'all ever realized the size of Silver's ears?
Maybe his head's small.
Y'all ever look? The next time you look at Adam Silver, look how big his ears is.
It is
No,
huge.
Kev.
But that's
Kev,
on that. But look,
no,
man.
no. Hold on, Kev. Have you looked at the size of his neck? He need to get special shirts,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Look.
You ever see his shirts,
Look.
man?
He's built like an alien. He is. And the next time you look at an alien, look at Adam Silver.
Adam Silver don't come into the cigar shop in Chicago, bro.
Just trying
They
to
letting
you,
you
man.
have it.
He built like an
you
alien.
have it.
Well, there go our invite to the All-Star game next year.
Man, hey,
Nah,
listen.
we good.
As my boy,
I ain't saying nothing he ain't heard.
hey, Lefty, as my boy John Paul was saying, you gonna get flamed.
Inside joke.
I'm dead
blame
ass.
you, boy.
I'm dead ass.
Oh man.
Hey man,
You
y'all
had to be
just
that. You
stupid.
had to be that. You had to be
Hey man. Man, listen. Man, I can't with you guys, man. Y'all dudes are crazy,
I'm
man.
dead ass.
Y'all crazy.
So said it. He so said it.
Y'all got to come kick it with us sometime, man, because some of the things that happen, man, it's just amazing. It's movies. The vibe is just ridiculous, man. It's things that you will never forget, and you can tell your grandchildren about these, man.
Man said he
For real.
dead ass.
Dead ass, boy.
Right, right. If you ain't never heard that phrase, when somebody say that phrase, they serious.
Now he got muffed right after. But that's good.
Come on, man. Let's move on. Talk about something.
All right, my bad.
All right, man. We went left on that one. Hey, man, we got about 7 minutes left, man. So start one, bench one, cut one. Y'all up for it?
Come on with it.
Y'all up for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Start one, bench one, cut one.
Go ahead.
Boy. Y'all got to put the boy at the end.
Right. All right, man. Start one, bench one, cut one. Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown. Lefty.
Wait, say it one more time.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown. Start one, bench one, cut one.
Damn. Oh.
Edwards, Brown, and who?
Booker. I'm going to start Brown because I think he's a good defender as well. He's a two-way player.
He's a two-way player? Okay.
Yeah. I think Jalen's probably the best defender out of that group. I had to bench Booker and I had to cut Ant, man, but I really like Anthony Edwards, man. I like all three of them. I like all three of them.
Ooh, you cutting that Edwards?
So Devin
he ain't
Booker,
even came into his prime yet.
Yeah, I know. I hate to do it, man, but just the options you gave me, bro. I gotta,
Yeah. Yeah, he don't. You know what? I'm starting Booker, by the way. I'll bench Brown, and I got to let Edwards go. But I'm going to tell you, Edwards don't make this list yet. When they get rid of Towns, right, and clear the runway for him and give him the team, that's going to be he's a bad boy now.
Yeah.
But he's going to take off when they get rid of Towns to stop clogging up the damn middle. They can send Gobert and goodbye too. Get that dude the tee. Stop clogging up the lane. Let him do him. He gonna be a bad boy. So for this list right now, I'm starting Booker because I think Booker is better than Brown. I'm gonna keep Brown on the squad, so I'll bet you.
All right. All right.
But I gotta let Edwards go, dog. Not his time yet. Not his time yet.
Hey, the flag is being waved from our producer, man. We got a couple minutes left, man, so we got to get our parting shots, man. I have some more for you, but next week I'll make sure we jump this in a little earlier so we can really get into it. But parting shots, KDL.
Per the usual, man. Thank everybody for watching, tuning in for the ride, comments, appreciate it. Man, I got nothing this week, y'all. I'm a little under the weather. I'm a little tired. You know, it's all good. We've been partying. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Much love.
That's what you call. That's what you call it.
Yeah.
Luciano.
Yeah, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in per the usual. Next Sunday at Eduardo Limon, we're having an informational for our Costa Rica trip coming up in October. Come through, get some more information on everything. I like, we're trying to get everybody in one place so you can ask any questions you may have. We can provide information on what's going on. You're not going to want to miss this. Costa Rica, October 5th through the 10th. Still got time to sign up. Come on, kick it with us. It's going to be a ball. Also, save the date, June 24th. Y'all know what's coming. And, of course, coming up, the blackout. For all our people who've been rocking with us for years, y'all know what the blackout is. Adult Hooky Day, NCAA tournament all day. It's going to be a blast. Information will be out this week on location and anything else you may want to know. All right. So thanks again for tuning in, man. Mad love.
Hey, listen.
Illinois just lost, y'all. But go ahead.
If you know, you know. When it comes to the blackout, man, that's March 17th, man. We spend the whole day from tip-off watching NCAA games. We have strip cards going. We have food. We get it in. We starting by, 10 o'clock, man. We have your coffee there. We got donuts. I mean, come. It's a whole vibe all day long. But I'm going to tell you, if you choose to come kick it with us, pace yourself. We ain't had cats that had to go sit in their car and go to sleep. They go to sleep right on the spot.
By noon,
baby.
By noon.
We ain't had some ladies calling Earl. I mean, you got to pace yourself, man.
The games kick off at 11, y'all. The games kick off at 11, and they all day, all night.
So if you have never come to a blackout, now we call it blackout for one reason. Ain't no phones, ain't no taking pictures, because some people weren't called off from work and all of that stuff. So we ain't putting stuff all on social media. Everybody has gone dark. So it's the blackout smoking madness. So if you have never experienced it, come on this year, have some fun with us, man. And like Lefty said, Costa Rica will be that movie, that vibe. I'm dead ass, boy.
It's three phrases you should run when you hear: on site, on everything I love, and dead ass. When you hit on
or a bet. You know what? Bet.
Hey, man.
You don't know what's coming next.
Hey, like I always said in the every show, where there's smoke,
there's
the fellas.
And we dead ass.
Boy.
Get you flamed.
Boy.
Hey, Sean, take us out of here, man. We can't go no more, man. We can't.